I got a package that I was waiting for a while, and I think this is one of the most special phones out there because it's actually healthy for you. What do I mean? I'm gonna tell you a little bit later. So the phone which we're actually talking about, and I actually just got, is the TCL NXT PAPER 70 Pro, and this is the bundle of it. So I can see it comes with two packages. I like the packages, you know, so let's check it out. So I can see that the first package is the stand case and the T-pen. Look at this, you know. That might be very interesting, you know. Let's see in a second. And the second's obviously the phone, right? So let's check it out. So the version of it is the 512 gig of ROM with 24 gig of RAM, which is 18 plus 6 and plus 16 expansion. And this is the 70 Pro version with the stellar blue color. That is cool. So let's check it out. This phone, actually, why I'm saying it's special, because it does have the NXT PAPER technology. This is the NXT PAPER 4.0, which is just cool, you know, it's just so cool. All right, so the phone itself, but obviously before we open it, let's see what else in the box. So inside the box, obviously I can see the pin already. So yeah, the pin, USB-C to USB-C, and even a case. Oh, I like it. Wait, so there are two cases? That is interesting. So there is a plastic case, very simple. All right, so obviously let's check out the actual, you know, phone. Ooh, this looks nice. Look at that, you know, matte display. This looks decent. I like it. And obviously on the back, like I can see, they went with like a simple, sleek design. So it is very nice one. I like it. I do like it very much. So on the back, they went with the sleek design. Look at this. Look how cool it looks. Nice one. Obviously two cameras. We're gonna take spec in a second. But the main thing is that obviously on the sides we have that NXT button, which is something totally different on, you know, than other phones. And obviously we have a fingerprint on the side. So let's turn it on. And while it will turn itself on and we're actually gonna do the basic setup, I wanna see what's inside this TCL NXT PAPER stand case and stylus. That is very interesting, you know. What is that? Stand case. Oh, wait, look at this. And it's actually, like, it's actually very slim. Like, it's very thin. Let's turn, you know, let's put it on. So look at this. You can actually use it as a stands. You can stand like that, or stand like that if you want it higher. Look, I'm gonna show you also here. So like that, or like that if you want it a little bit on the angle. You can put it like that, you know. That is nice. Actually having, and this is like a strong plastic. I like it with some hinges. That is cool. That is a very cool one. Look at this. The design and the material, it feels very sturdy, like the actual, yeah, this is good. And we can see that also there is this stylus here. Oh wow, look. Okay, look how slim it is. It's actually very flat. I like it because obviously it fits that small space right here. OMG, I do like it. This is so interesting. Like, wow. Okay, we're gonna test out in a second at the end that stylus. So right now, let's go a little bit to spec. So when it comes to the specification of this phone, this is the 6.9-inch NXT PAPER 4.0 display, which has 900 nits, which will be pretty visible within the daylight. And I'm also gonna, you know, cover the NXT PAPER because that is the technology I absolutely love. I also used previously in the past the phone. I also have my own TCL 60 Ultra, and that just became my main phone. So Yeah, this is just, I'm gonna tell you in a second what is that, but it's like a wow. It's literally implementing the health tech. That's how I would even call it, you know, because it's such a huge importance for the eyes and the eye care that you cannot miss it. So display has 120 Hz with 900 nits. It has a full HD with 1080 by 2340 pixel, which is decent, you know. 6.9 inch display, it's nice. It's slightly bigger than I would call it the standard, the 6.7, which everyone's kind of aiming for. And it has a nice feel in the hands, you know. So it's kind of like, it's a good, you know, good size, definitely holding well. Like, probably everything above that, it's, you know, it is a little bit, you know, bigger, but obviously, like, I'm currently using like a 7.2, which is a very huge display, so this feels very nice. It has a 91% screen to body ratio, which you can see right, you know, here. And also the technology is the nano matrix lithography. It has an Android 16 with a MediaTek Dimensity 7300 with the octa-core 4x ARM Cortex at 2.5 GHz and 4x ARM Cortex with 2.0 GHz. The GPU here is ARM Mali G615. We have two cameras at the back, which is the 50 megapixel main camera with the OIS and EIS, and the sensor is here, it's 1x156 and f188, and the 8 megapixel ultra wide camera with 120-degree angle and the autofocus. It also has the flicker sensor, which you can see, you know, right here. This is the flicker sensor, which is interesting. And also on the front we have a 32 megapixels. So when it comes to those cameras, it actually has the Muse film, which is the advanced imaging technology powered by the TCL. So with that 50 megapixel camera, there's also a super night vision. So with that OIS and EIS has exceptional stability with that sensor, which allows you to actually make a very nice night vision. And also you have the motion capture. So if you're moving, you can be actually precise because that OIS and EIS has a dual stabilization, horizon lock and motion capture mode, which literally can give you a nice frame with challenging conditions. When it comes to the battery, it has a 5200 mAh and battery with 33 watts of charging, which is decent. No wireless charging, which I think it's a minus. I do like using the wireless charging, so maybe at some point they can actually introduce it. That would be pretty cool. So with the SIM card connectivity, so it allows you to put two SIM cards in, or one SIM card and one eSIM, and it also allows you to expand the storage with the micro SD card up to 2 terabytes. That is a cool thing. That's something which I very much like, because, you know, not many phones are still offering that, and, you know, having the option to just buy for a few bucks, you know, 1 terabyte to 2 terabytes of you know, a micro SD card, that just makes this phone like very nice. Waterproof IP68, which I think it's a decent standard, so obviously you don't have to really worry about, you know, rain, splash, etc. So before we go to the NXT Paper, let's test out this camera and let's see how it actually, you know, grab the photos, and we're gonna grab some of the photos inside, and we'll obviously, you know, just test it fully. So first, testing out with that plant of mine. So this is the photo of 1x. 0.6 descends, 2.0, cool one, and the macro mode, right? Super macro. 2 centimeters is best for macro shooting distance. Okay, fine. Ooh, that is actually very nice. Okay, well done. So wait, videos first. Video. So 1080p with 30 frames per second, and I can see it supports 4K with 30 frames per second, which is decent. It doesn't support 4K with 60, but you can go 1080p with 60, which, yeah, it's probably good standard. So 1x, nice one, very good quality. Wow, this is nice, and the speed of recording is actually very decent. So let's check out the now 4K. That was 1080p. Nice one. Obviously I'm recording with low quality, so yeah, makes sense. 2x, nice. Okay, so the motion, it will be harder to do, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna quickly check out the portrait mode as well. Nice. 2x. Nice one. And what's in the more? We have the Pro, the Light Trace Panorama, the Path. Nice. So some cool ones. A movie video. Okay, that's cool, and obviously it's slow-mo. So let's check out the selfie. Let's see how the selfie performs. So this is on the photo mode. Decent. 1.5. Nice one. Portrait. Decent. 1.5. Nice. I like it. That is a good quality. Video. Let's see. 1080p 30 frames per second. Ta-da-dum, testing out. Details are very good. It's very crispy. Very nice. Okay. Cool one. And let's see what's the other resolutions. So it doesn't support 4K, but it supports 2K. That is a different one. Nice one. It's a very good quality. Wow, that is positive. Wow, okay, that is good. All right, so yeah, with that, obviously, like it's definitely positive. I think that's, you know, the camera here, it's very, very nice. So now, one of the last things, obviously, is the most important thing, which is that NXT paper. So that phone allows you with a flip or like literally just button right here. Just press that button, boom, up, and the phone goes into the NXT paper mode with 3 different modes. So you have the Max Ink paper mode, and color mode. So Max Ink actually allows you to have a phone on standby up to 26 days. That is just some cool stuff. Like that's something which I haven't seen in any other phones, and I think with that one, TCL is definitely leading with that. And what is this NXT paper if you've never heard about the NXT paper? So NXT paper technology has the eye care option. So it's literally, you can, you know, use your own for all day with full scenario eye protection and, you know, even winding down before sleep, and you can protect your eyes because it has many different modes, which we're gonna cover. And I think the first one, which I very, very much like, is the reflection-free and anti-glare viewing. So you can actually see that this phone, you know, is actually anti-glaring when you compare it with the normal non-NXT paper, like for example this one, right? We can see immediately the difference. We can see that the NXT paper is, you know, very matte, while the other phone is, you know, pretty glary. So one of the most important things on this phone is the blue light purification, because we're surrounded by blue light. And unfortunately, blue light messes with our sleep. There's so much study about it, and you know, it actually makes our eyes, you know, more tired. So it's actually not great for us. And this phone has a blue light purification, which means when you actually use it for a while, you can actually feel and maintain visual comfort, which will allow the eyes to remain relaxed and comfortable throughout the extended viewing compared to the normal screen. I think, you know, this is something which is, you know, making a huge difference when it comes to the NXT paper, because that's probably one of the reasons I very much like it, because it feels like a, I'm sorry, I'm gonna compare it, but it feels like having a Kindle to read, while having a full-fledged phone with a blue light purification and actually eye care kind of health. So, you know, I can use this phone all day and it does feel great. So with that, this is the Max Ink mode. Let's start with that one. So look how it changes, you know, and let's just, you know, open this. Boom. So you can see that the phone now, it kind of has a Kindle mode, I would say, right? So the NXT paper now gives you like a full Max Ink mode, which allows you to, you know, read. This is telling me remaining battery is approximately 31 hours, 33 minutes. That is just so cool. And it does have, you know, some bookstore which you can, you know, use, or you can add your own bookstore. But the cool thing is, like, which I'm gonna tell you about the AI features at the end, which is just so surprising. So this one also has a dim light protection and the zero flickering technology, which means it's actually much healthier for your eyes. And for those of you who actually worry about health, because, you know, I think, you know, technology is such a part of our life right now that you know, this tech is always with us, right? We go to a toilet with it, we won't leave our house without the phone, right? So, you know, this actually has also this circadian screen comfort, which means, you know, it will actually observe the adaptive brightness and change the color temperature adjustment if you want it, because obviously you turn it on. And this will, you know, help you have the better relation with the phone and actually affect your eyes in, I would say, the better way. So when it comes to the AI and stuff like that, so I'm still in the maxing modes, so I think this is one of the things which I very much like. So when you actually read the book, look, like I'm here with that, for example, this book. If I tap on it, I have this, and this is just so cool. Because they have the AI male voice kind of audiobook option. You can literally just listen. The moment you finished your book, you can change to AI female voice or male voice, and you can start listening the book at the moment you kind of finished, you know? Like an audiobook. How cool is that? You know, I think that's just one of the things which, you know, makes this phone so unique. And you can also upload your own books if you bought some maybe books on Amazon. It doesn't support all the languages yet, so that's something which I did test it. It's English and some of the others, but it's just so nice in general to use it. And when you actually, you know, leave this maxing mode, you have 3 modes that you can actually choose from. So you have the ink paper, which is just black and white ink display. So it's kind of like a maxing mode, but it's not killing, you know, and not limiting the app's functionality. It's just giving you a nice vibe of the ink display while keeping everything. So your apps are just normal here, you know, so you can play games even on it if you want it. But obviously it makes it kind of better, so it's like not distracting as much, etc., which is great. And obviously the last one is the color ink, which I think it's something which is, you know, now kind of getting into over the last few years, that like we're having an ink display, but it's kind of a color one, and you can actually have it as well, so you can see that the colors are kind of very decent. So this is the NXT Paper, and I think this is the technology I absolutely love, and I think it's just so cool. And when it comes to the functionality, so this phone also has the AI functionality, like writing assistant, smart voice memo, real-time subtitles, smart translator, and some others, you know. So like writing assistant, you can just open it and it can help you write immediately, you know, email, work summary, event plan, stuff like that. So we have an AI built into it, and I think this is just, you know, this is just so useful. Smart voice memo, boom, you can just record. Hey, I'm quickly recording the message, and you can see that audio transcription supports session lasting from 15 seconds to 2 hours. And this is just cool because it does allow you to, you know, record meetings and stuff like that. So you can just then finish. And it can also do the transcription of it, a summary, transcribe, and a mind map of the ideas. So boom. Yeah, and obviously shows me now because 14 seconds, but the case is you can actually have it on the longer period of once. Another thing, it's a smart translator, because obviously most of you are using Google, right? But smart translator is actually something from you know, their built-in thing, and I do like it. I think that's just a cool thing. So look, with English, let's just talk in Chinese maybe. Yeah, it will tell me you need to download the Chinese pack, obviously. And you can see so many languages like Danish, Dutch, French, German, Italian, Portuguese, Russian, Spanish, Russian. Yeah, that's a hard one. And even the image translation, the simultaneous interpretation, and text translation. So that is decent, you know. Yeah, the Chinese is just it. Okay, let's just see. Auto reading is on, turn it, okay. Hello, hello, how are you doing? Touch and hold. Hello, hello, how are you doing? Nice, and it just showed the...
你好，你好，你怎么样?
Nice one, I like it. So with that, obviously you have you have that sidebar just waiting for you, like write a note, e-signature, you can make a GIF quickly, split screen, etc. So that's a pretty cool thing. I like it. I like that, you know, TCL is definitely innovating. They're bringing something different to the table, and I think this is just a good direction. So last two things which we're gonna cover, the first one is the gaming. So I did download some PUBG mobile and some Asphalt, so we're gonna see if we can actually hold some gaming and will it, you know, warm up and stuff like that, will it actually work decent. And the second thing that I'm gonna test is the stylus. I wanna see if the stylus that is actually, you know, part of this accessory is working decent. So let's see. All right, so time for a game test. So we're gonna test the PUBG mobile. Let's see how it actually rolls. Does it overheat and stuff like that? Okay, so the gameplay is very nice. Like, there's no lag or anything. It's actually decent. Yeah, I like it. All right, so yeah, let's just quickly check out the Asphalt and maybe the Diablo Immortal. So let's just, you know, go with that mini gaming. Let's see how it rolls. All right, so testing out that Asphalt. Let's see how it. Yeah, decent. Honestly, the vibe. Yeah, there's no lag or anything. Nice one. Actually, very enjoyable. And obviously, with NXT Paper, I can play longer, right? Oh, right. Okay, never mind. So with that, the last one will be obviously Diablo Immortal. So I recently kind of started testing it as well. I think it's very cool. So let's see. Okay, so the vibe of the Diablo is just so nice. Like, OMG, it's good, very good. No lag at all. Like, the heat of the phone is nice. I do like it. I do like it very much. All right, so the last thing is obviously let's test out that stylus. So with that, obviously I have this. So let's test if this will actually do the job. Boom. Okay. So now we're gonna take out this stylus. Boom. And okay, so I can see that, you know, it is wobbly, so it's not straight, right? So that's something which is not straight. So what does it says? Tips for steady writing on flat surfaces. Oh wait, I can. Oh wait. I can open and I can rotate. Oh, so you can rotate it and you can have it however you like. That is cool. Okay, so there is a rotation to it. So now I can have it. Oh, the wobbly test. Look. Now it is actually, you know, cool one. Such a small thing. Look, this small instruction. Well done, TCL. Small thing, but it just works so nice. All right, so let's scribble something. So there is a stylus mode which you can turn on, you know, right here. Actually, let me show you the right here stylus. Boom, we're turning this on, and hey. Ooh, the vibe of it. It is nice. Wow, okay, it is decent. I do like that. Okay, my handwriting in general it's awful, so you know I can just. That is nice actually. Cool. So it kind of fixes after me. Nice one. Honestly, the stylus actually, and it depends on the pressure, then gets thicker. And then goes lighter. Nice. This is actually a good one. So I do like it. I think it's definitely a good piece of technology, and it's cool that you can, you know, set it up like that, and you know, have it like this. I can see that the only thing is it does go in kind of like you need to push it in or you need to pull it out properly to actually be able to use it. But you know, this, that you can actually adjust that is just so nice. Like, OMG, look at that. So you can just have it like this, you know, and you can have the whatever angle kind of fits you. That is so nice. Or maybe like that, or maybe like that. Whatever kind of you know, you feel like. Boom. Ta-da! I like it, OMG. Thank you so much, TCL, for sending this to me. As I mentioned, this is the TCL NXT PAPER 70 Pro, their newest model. I know it's not available in all the countries yet, but I hope it will be soon because, you know, as you saw, all the capabilities of this phone are just amazing. Well, if you If you like this video, you know what to do. Just hit that like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about the TCL, I left the link in the description of this video. Take care.
MadTechTalk, tech so fly. Breaking down gear, let's amplify. Sub like, don't miss a thing. Tech reviews with a little bling. We out for now, but stay tuned. More fire tech is dropping soon.